Tomorrow, it's 9:04 Greece time, where you're at, Mr. Skelton. What time can you come on the show for? What time can you come on tomorrow for 10, 15 minutes for an update?
Any time at all. I'm free and easy. Well, I say free. As long as I'm not under arrest, any time at all.
Let's have you on at 8:30 tomorrow.
Okay.
Would you like us to call your room, or would you like us to call your cell phone?
Do you know what? I don't know. Probably the cell phone safer.
Well, we're linking to your articles up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com and The Guardian, and we're glad that you're joining the team. We really appreciate you, Mr. Skelton. You have a lot of courage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live. And I'm going to go to your calls right now. And then coming up, scientist arrested for smuggling vials used in Ebola research into the United States. That's out of the French news agency. I mean, I see these stories every 2 or 3 days. The Army caught sneaking around anthrax. Some other government group caught with foot and mouth weaponized. Some other government group or private company trying to mix bird flu with vaccines. Top scientists saying the virus is engineered that popped up 3 weeks ago. And they're building more of these labs everywhere, more plausible deniability as they release things to have scares, to push vaccines on us, and to get more control and federalization, but also to then release real attacks in the future. We'll continue to cover Bilderberg later in the next hour. I've got a huge stack of mainstream news. This is unprecedented. We're winning. The mainstream media has gone from saying none of this existed, there's no global government, to having to admit it all. And then now they still criticize us when we talk about it? They have no credibility. They're losing credibility. And so many people are compartmentalized inside mainstream media, they're not even really bad. They were ignorant, believing the official line. They're waking up. Very, very exciting. Okay, let's go to Jared in Texas. Jared, thanks for holding her on the air.
Thanks, Alex. It's awesome to be here. I'm a first-time caller. So, anyway, I wanted to talk about something that is a little bit exciting to me. I didn't know if you'd heard it, but do you know the history of Abraham Zapruder at all?
He's got some spook background, right?
I actually, I'm not that sure, but what I did want to point out, and I thought this was interesting, it was relevant in the sense that, it's kind of a pattern the financiers go in and they like to control both sides. They like to be able to show the horror that they do, And I was watching
I have no doubt that the establishment was filming it. I don't know if they've released those footage, but some have speculated that Zapruder, shot it, and then Time Life had it, and it was allowed to be leaked through certain people who didn't even know it was being leaked through them. But then people say, I was allowed to sneak into Bohemian Grove. And if I was unknowing. They just hold on just a minute, because I'm trying to explain this thought here, since you bring up this random point here, but it's important. I snuck into Bohemian Grove because I'd read how others have been caught. And reporters always try to go in. Most of them get caught trying to get through the 3 guard fences. I went around them and got on a trolley from the parking lot. It's only past 1 checkpoint. I went around 1 checkpoint, acted like I was normal, got on one of the flatback trucks. We videotaped it. It's in the film, Dark Secrets Inside Bohemian Grove. It's comboed with The Order of Death, 2 films on 1 DVD, but side issue. I got in, drove through the other checkpoints. They looked at us. I smiled at them, was calm with Mike Hansen, who was also calm, did a great job. We got in to the main facility, and then I didn't run around trying to be social. These reporters, the last one for Vanity Fair that got arrested, he got arrested. His article's out. He admits they were homosexual activity, and it was a bunch of, that's what goes on there. He admits that they're doing that. But the point is, he tried to go in and be social with these people. They walk up and say, who are you with? What are you doing? And I had Secret Service. I had Sheriff's County deputies that, by the way, the last guy that got arrested was Sheriff's County deputies. People are like, where's your footage of this, Alex? You have footage of everything but that. No, I've got a camera with a 1-hour tape. I start taping. I pull up. I get in. I get in the truck. I go in. I've got a little button, because this is 2000. Stuff wasn't hidden, very good hidden camera. I got a little button I hit that supposedly starts the hidden camera. But I've got a bag here with the hidden pager on the front of it, and I'm squeezing the button, and it didn't tape. That's why the ritual's off at an angle. Like, people are like, why isn't it high fidelity? With first they denied it was even real for years, but then now they admit it's real. And so I go through that as well. So just to say Abraham Sabruder faked it is unfair, because I don't believe in charging people with things with no evidence just because it could be a possibility and then it becomes a reality. Regardless, let's just, for the sake of argument, say I faked the Bohemian Grove. That is, they let me in, I shot the video. Now, that's not true, but for mental illness' sake, let's just say it is. Now, can we address world leaders having homosexual orgies and worshiping owl gods and running around in the woods naked, admitting they do? I mean, can we address that instead of Alex Jones, the one guy able to get in and get out with the goods? And,